El Dorado is a great mystery, because we don't know really El Dorado exists or not. So my name is Anna Watson, you watching my universe. Today's topic is El Dorado. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon, because it's treasure of knowledge. So let's go. El Dorado was the term used by the Spanish Empire to describe a mythical tribal chief, Zipa, of the Muisca people, an indigenous people of the Altiplano Cundiboyacanse of Colombia, who, as an initiation rite, covered himself with gold dust and submerged in Lake Guatavita. The legends surrounding El Dorado changed over time, as it went from being a man, to a city, to a kingdom, and then finally to an empire. A second location for El Dorado was inferred from rumors, which inspired several unsuccessful expeditions in the late 1500s in search of a city called Manoa on the shores of Lake Paraíba. Two of the most famous of these expeditions were led by Sir Walter Raleigh. In pursuit of the legend, Spanish conquistadors and numerous others searched what is today Colombia, Venezuela, and parts of Guyana and northern Brazil, for the city and its fabulous king. In the course of these explorations, much of northern South America, including the Amazon River, was mapped. By the beginning of the 19th century, most people dismissed the existence of the city as a myth. Several literary works have used the name in their titles, sometimes as El Dorado, and other times as El Dorado. There are a lot of man expedition to find El Dorado. The famous expeditions are number 1 Quezada Brothers expeditions. In 1536, stories of El Dorado drew the Spanish conquistador Gonzalo Jimenez de Quezada and his army of 800 men away from their mission to find an overland route to Peru and up into the Andean homeland of the Muisca for the first time. The southern Muisca settlements and their treasures quickly fell to the conquistadors in 1537 and 1538. On the Bogotá savannah, Quezada received reports from captured natives about a kingdom called Metza whose inhabitants built a temple dedicated to the sun and keep in it an infinite quantity of gold and jewels, and live in stone houses, go about dressed and booted, and fight with lances and maces. Quezada believed this might have been El Dorado and decided to postpone his return to Santa Marta and continue his expedition for another year. 14. After his brother Gonzalo had left for Spain in May 1539, Spanish conquistador Hernan Pérez de Quezada set out a new expedition in September 1540, leaving with 270 Spanish soldiers and countless indigenous porters to explore the Llanos Orientales. One of his main captains on this journey was Baltasar Maldonado. Their expedition was unsuccessful, and after reaching Quito, the troops returned to Santa Fe de Bogotá. The expedition number 2 is Antonio de Berrio's expeditions. The Spanish governor of Trinidad, Antonio de Berrio, nephew of Gonzalo Jimenez de Quezada, made 3 failed expeditions to look for El Dorado. Between 1583 and 1589 he carried out his first 2 expeditions, going through the wild regions of the Colombian plains and the upper Orinoco. In 1590 he began his 3rd expedition, ascending the Orinoco to reach the Caroni River with his own expeditionaries and another 470 men under command of Domingo de Vera. In March 1591, while he was waiting for supplies on Margarita Island, his entire force was taken captive by Walter Raleigh, who proceeded up the Orinoco in search of El Dorado, with Berrio as a guide. Berrio took them to the territories he had previously explored by himself years before. After several months Raleigh's expedition returned to Trinidad, and he released Berrio at the end of June 1595 on the coast of Cumana in exchange for some English prisoners. His son Fernando de Berrio Wayana, 1577–1622, also made numerous expeditions in search of El Dorado. In 1987–1988, an expedition led by John Hemming of the Royal Geographical Society of London failed to uncover any evidence of the ancient city of Manoa on the island of Moroca in north-central Roraima. Members of the expedition were accused of looting historic artifacts, but an official report of the expedition described it as an ecological survey. It is the last expedition for El Dorado. So El Dorado really exists or not, we don't know. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. If you like this video, then give a like to the video and comment me how it is. Thank you very much for watching. Never forget to subscribe because it is treasure of knowledge.